coming.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, there we go. Let's try this again. Welcome to episode 305 of Boog Life, pitted with Action and Manny V. This episode's on the fly. Manny's in his car on his way to a dinner, and I'm homesick with pneumonia.
Oh boy.
This
I mean,
past week,
are you better? Are you over the hump?
I'm over the hump. I'm not 100%, but I'm getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, this past week has been a screaming blur of body aches, sweats, chills, and just pure unpleasantness. And then throw in some side effects from the meds, and I'm just like, wow, it's been a ride this past week. I kind of feel
Uh,
like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. If you've ever seen that movie, that's what this past week has felt like. Only I
okay.
haven't been in Vegas doing drugs,
Okay.
just in North Carolina doing meds.
Well,
Yeah.
shit. Get well, brother. Get well.
Thanks. Yeah, just real quick, Wednesday morning, early morning, I went to use the bathroom, got lightheaded, fell and hurt my back. And, went to the doctor. They took x-rays, nothing was broken. But, that was really all they made of it. 2 days later, I was back in the emergency room. Oh, yeah, you have pneumonia. So I'm thinking the reason I spun out and hurt my back was because I was starting to get hit with the pneumonia. And it's just been a lot of sleeping, a lot of violent shivering, a lot of heavy sweating, and a lot of just, oh, my whole body aches. So I've been a grumpy old man this past week. Welcome to
Okay.
50.
Jesus. Well, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So hang in there, brother. Get well.
Only death itself will kill me.
Yep.
So, but anyway, this episode we're keeping short and sweet because you got to go. But I did want to some news, and it ties in with our video clip for the week. Apparently, the Wedge got its first good swell of the season this past weekend. If you go to Breaking Even TV on YouTube, they've got a 9 minute plus video showing all the highlights and the carnage as to be expected at the Wedge. And you know what? The Wedge went off. So did the local guys. And I have to say thank you to Craig Wetter and Tanner McDaniel for continuing to put out the goods, whether it's footage from the Wedge or them at the Palm Springs Surf Club. Their videos never disappoint. So Breaking Even TV on YouTube, hit it up. I do believe it's entitled "Did Wedge Just Deliver the Best Opening Swell Ever?"
Yeah.
So
Yeah. During this weekend, actually, I'll let you finish, but I'll add on to that.
no, I'm done.
Yeah. So Saturday was the creator of the Viper fin, Fred Simpson's celebration paddle out. He passed away late last year, and this Saturday they did have a paddle out, and there was a host of stars. Body surfing wedge icons were there, of course. Fred Simpson was, a California kid and loved the wedge, body surfed, and um, his network of friends extends over many industries: body surfing, kneeboarding, bodyboarding for sure. And so it was like a gathering of friends, old school and new. Jay and Vicky were there. They scored for 40th Street down the road before showing up. Cameron Steele made a showing. Pat Caldwell was there. JP Patterson, of course. And JP was the one that gave the words during the circle out in the water. And I shed a tear out there. It was pretty heartfelt. But I think along with most of the people in the circle, were thinking the same thing of how in the fuck are we getting in? Because it was thumping, thumping. And I tried my luck. I was off on the shoulder, but you don't do that at the wedge. You're not going to get anything. You're either on the side wave coming in to the peak, or you're taking off on the peak. But one notable, Chris Espinosa. He was wearing a helmet. He had a 360 camera on his helmet, and he was going for the biggest waves out there. And he was making them, except for a couple. Of course, he just got pummeled, but he smiled and went back out there. And yeah, it was an incredible opening weekend for sure. And Fred Simpson, he delivered like a week and a half ago, about a week ago. Before that, I looked at the forecast. I'm like, holy crap! There's going to be a south swell on Fred Simpson's paddle out. Like, that was more than coincidence. It was, I believe, Fred sending everybody, you know, a wave high.
Shining down on everybody. And you know what?
Definitely.
I couldn't imagine it any other way. I'm not even going to pretend I was ever any good at riding the wedge. My handful of sessions out there, I'm lucky I came in with my arms and legs still attached to me. Yeah. But
Yeah,
there are guys out there currently, as well in years past, that have made their name there. They have charged that place. But that place, without doubt, is one of the heaviest pay to play waves you will ever encounter. You do not enter the lineup there lightly. The locals will not stand for any shenanigans, and that wave will put you in your place in a heartbeat.
definitely. I'm right there with you 100%. I mean, I was out there. There was a time in the mid 90s where I was thought I could go for it, and I did. But this weekend, I'm looking down. I came into the inside as the sets were coming in, and I'm paddling out, and I see Chris just going for this gigantic, easily 20-foot face wave, and airdrop from the top to the bottom, holding on and thinking that he was going to make it. He thought he was going to make it. He got them to the bottom, bounced once, and just got obliterated. But those days are over for me, buddy.
Yeah, you won't see me charging wedge ever. Yeah, everybody, if you get a chance, check out the Breaking Even TV wedge clip that they just posted. It posted about 18 hours ago. But I mean, I only watched the first 9.5 minutes because I didn't want to be late for our meeting. And I was just like, holy crap, I got to go back and watch this whole damn thing.
Yeah,
It's that good.
yeah. Yeah,
So.
if you, I don't know what the going hashtag is, but if you type in Wedge or maybe even Fred Simpson, you'll see a lot of things pop up, including that. But yeah, definitely take a look. And if you're ever in the area of Newport, during a South Swell, go get your waves somewhere, but go make a presence and just see the raw power that is unloading just less than 100 yards from the shore. It's phenomenal.
And if I may say so, Godspeed. And JP, thank you for being the man out in the water saying the final words.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Um, After that, there was a potluck at the Balboa Saloon down the road, and after that, we stopped by JP's house, and he served up some food as well. So thank you, JP, for hosting. Both, I mean, he was in charge. He put together the paddle out, the the saloon potluck, and he had some friends over, so that was pretty awesome. So JP, shout out to you, brother.
I miss hanging out with JP. That was one of the benefits of being out in Southern California. Every once in a while, whether it was on the beach or at the Custom X factory, JP, one of the true legends. And you could tell his love and respect for Fred Simpson was 100%. As a matter of fact, it was JP who introduced me to Fred Simpson. So, anyway, I digress. I'm highly medicated and rambling.
Yeah,
So
I mean that's all I really have for today is just a little recap on what went down.
you
But
know what? Paying our respects to Fred Simpson, talking about the wedge swell. I think we're good.
yeah, we'll
You go,
go.
you go and enjoy your dinner. I'm gonna go to bed and get some sleep.
All right, get well, brother. Rest up and let the body
We'll
heal.
we'll do this next time, next week rather. Same
Yeah.
bat time, same bat channel, so to speak. P.S. Don't sue us. All right, brother.
Thanks, brother.